What's up, everybody? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Um, yeah, weird day. Um, I looked through a bunch of charts. I didn't see anything I liked as far as options are concerned. But any day where we have like a fairly big move down or fairly big move up, kind of kills what I look at as far as finding trades, finding setups. So I figured I would just go live and chart spy with you guys. We nailed this pretty well as far as this just munching theta in this range here. Um, Kind of disappointed because I was looking for a pullback to this level, but after seeing how the morning was playing out, I was very bearish. And looking back to yesterday, like I'm kind of disappointed with myself because if you guys remember, I kept going. When I zoomed out on SPY, I was like, we need a healthy pullback. 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 But I was really focused on the spike base and the spike as far as taking price higher and not really paying attention to the overall picture, which is that we should get a pullback. Um, anyway, as I saw it playing out, I literally only took shorts all day today. Green, kind of like normal. Um, but yeah, I don't remember exactly where. I should have told you guys in Keenan's chat, but somewhere right around here, I was like, oh, we're just going to dump. I don't remember exactly where, but I was like, this is not looking good as far as bulls are concerned. But I think I was in bed by the time that happened, so I didn't call anything out. Um, anyway, I'm not going to, what's the word? Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. As far as I'm concerned, my charting from yesterday was a miss. um, Except for maybe taking calls in this range. I mean, we did bounce here. Um, you could have caught roughly a point, give or take, whatever. I don't know, if this would have made you money with theta and whatever else. Maybe somebody can chime in and let us know if they took a trade here or whatever. But aside from that, not very pleased with my charting from yesterday. Ignoring the bigger picture of needing a pullback. And then, sorry, my wife's talking to her aunt in the background. It is what it is, whatever. It's going to be annoying. But let's start erasing levels, and we will start looking to see what we might see tomorrow. I'm not going to go too crazy as far as, excuse me. I'm not going to go out to like the yearly and the monthly levels. We did all that over the weekend. So if you want to know how to find those levels, you can watch the video from, I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, but you can find the levels there, or how to find the levels. Today, we're really just going to be bringing our daily levels forward. We'll chart SIGs, and then we'll chart our TPOs. This is looking fairly bearish tomorrow as far as just the daily profile. We have a B shape with a majority of the volume down at the bottom. I wonder if I can turn down my gain so it picks up less of my wife talking. Let me see. Okay, this might be better, and I'll just talk louder. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let's see. I'm going to get really close to my mic. Nice, Alfonso. Oh, wait, I just charted this on the 5-minute. That's really stupid. Okay, so on session volume profile, SVP indicator. We're going to do value area volume 68, row size 100. Whoa. And from here, we draw in our daily value area low, daily value area high, and our daily POC or previous day. And then from here, you could probably like argue grabbing the previous 5 days for SIGs. I'm just going to use the previous 2 days. Actually, let me look at both. I don't know. It looks like the 5 day looks way more realistic. So let's use that. So from here on, this indicator is fixed range volume profile, or FRVP. Same settings, row size 100, value area volume 68, under style, check value area high, value area low, and POC. I really hope you guys can hear me. I'm talking pretty loud and my mic doesn't seem like it's picking up a whole lot. Can you guys let me know in the chat or in Discord if you can hear me? Okay. So this here will be our first SIG. Thanks, Ike. And then from here, we switch this to value volume 95. And this gives us our second SIGs. And basically, if you're wondering what these are going to be based on a bell curve and like the most likely place to see a reversal. And then from here, we just change our value area volume to 99. And that gives us our third SIGs. All right. So now delete the fixed range volume profile that I drew. And then if you guys didn't see how I did it from Tuesday, October 1st at the open and drew the range all the way to the current candle. And you do that on the 30-minute time frame. From here, we just quickly look at TPO. This is going to be a quick video, by the way, everybody, unless like people start asking questions and we start diving into whatever. That tends to happen a lot on this channel where somebody asks a question about whatever it is. We'll say risk management, and we go down a 2-hour rabbit hole talking about risk management. All right. We don't have any spike on TPO. Okay. There's like barely single prints at the top here. And then at the bottom we have poor lows. Looks like a good day to be in puts overnight. I know it's late to say that, but that's what it looks like. Oh, and I'll share this in the chat really quick, just in case anybody's having trouble like seeing levels. Where is it? You guys should bookmark this link, but you can see my chart there. Like you can actually see me updating levels as I'm doing it live. If you happen to be watching it. From here, I'm going to turn off my TPO. I am super confused right now. I see my first SIGs. Okay, my wife just left the room. I can turn my mic back up. Test, test, test. Should be better now. Yeah, Almighty Beard Man. Somebody told me you can also just draw a box and check the. Let's see. They said to do this. And then apparently somewhere. Oh, yeah, middle line. So that's a lot quicker than what I was doing. It's not as fun, though, but it's quicker. Pretty funny. I mean, it just shows, like, people. I hear a lot of people saying, like, oh, I can't wait to get to your level on, charting or whatever. Dude, I still have so much to learn. Like, and I think that's important when it comes to anything in life, trading, whatever. Being a parent, being a dad, being a mom, I don't know, being an employee, being an employer, like, you always have room to grow. You should always be willing to learn. You should always be, trying to better yourself, and not think that you're the best, because that's when you get humbled. So I think we talked about that a little bit today in Keenan's Discord, or I talked about it, I should say. Like, people that think that they can get a 100% win rate, like, the market's going to show you that you're wrong, and it's going to humble you real quick. I feel like I did not draw the first SIG on the top or the bottom. I don't know which one it was, but I don't have it. So let me do that again really quick. All right, I'm going to draw the actual level, but I would recommend just combining it with your previous week value area low. But for people that want the actual level, I'm going to draw it in. Okay. Futures are already selling off a little bit. Not much, but selling happening on futures. Or I guess not really. They're kind of like in the middle. But yeah. So it's probably somewhere right around the previous day POC on SPY right now. have a random line on my chart. I'm just going to point this out because my eyes immediately kind of go here. So here looks like just a big bear flag on SPY. I'm going to draw fibs. I'm glad I see this because this is basically kind of confirming what I was seeing. But so with a bear flag, once it crosses like the 50% fib, it's invalidated. And our 50% fib just happens to be right at the previous week POC. This is no longer a VPOC, but... And we have our golden pocket here. I'm going to get rid of some of these lines just so things are cleaner and easier to see. So with that said, I would like to be in puts somewhere around here. I'm just going to draw a bubble just to make life easier. Because there's a range that I'm looking at, but I don't want to miss the trade trying to nail like the absolute top. But this is what I would be looking at for puts. What's up, J. Marie? What's up, Sleazy? So, if you happen to get into puts there, I would trim here. My next target would be here. And then we probably do something like this. So, you know, it makes things tricky when you're trading options. Like, you don't want to get destroyed by theta. So with that said, I would probably close my puts here. And then depending on the time of day, I would be looking for calls here. Yeah. What numbers is that 360? Sorry, Ricardo. Like, I'm not trying to brutalize. But that's literally what you typed, and I don't know what you're asking me. 360. That's a circle. Oh, this here? 568.18 up to 568.82. If that's what you're asking. But so for me tomorrow, this is the point where you guys should ask questions. If you have questions, ask questions. It doesn't even have to be about what we're talking about. But if there's not questions, the video is going to be ending, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But realistically, I would like to be in puts at this range here. And depending on how big of a move you're looking for, first trim would be at the previous day VPOC 567.35. And then ultimately just close your puts at the previous day value area low or the poor low at 566.63. Being that it is a poor low, they're going to probably want to clean it up and go lower, but this is a good place to just close and get out. I have not traded Optimus futures, or sorry, I have not tried. Dave's double. Nice. Oh, I can give you my SPY chart if you want. I dropped it in the chat of the Discord. I mean, of the YouTube. Sorry, right now I'm just kind of like hanging out for a second to see if anybody has any questions before I call it a night. Doesn't look like anybody has any questions. I'm gonna head out. What call out tabs? If John Henry notes, if you're in Keenan's Discord, if I happen to call anything out, it's generally just in the calls and puts chat. But it's pretty rare that I do. I'm trying to think of the best way to word this. Basically, like, I trade live almost every single day in Shorty's Discord. Share my screen, call out trades. Really just look for calling out reversals. And then every once in a while, like, if I'm feeling frisky, I might like go into Keenan's Discord and call out some reversals. We did it on Friday, I think, and I want to say I called out like roughly 5 or 6 reversal levels and pretty much nailed every single one. And when I say pretty much, I mean we nailed every single one. And then even at one point I said we're going to pull back a little bit here and then bounce and go higher, and that's exactly what we did on Friday. It was like, let me see if I can find Friday. Yeah, so right here on Friday, I don't remember the exact candle or whatever, but I said, oh, we're going to get a pullback and then we're going to bounce and go higher, and that's exactly what happened. A limit on how many days? No, there's no limit. As long as the days are overlapping, you grab them. I guess the only thing would be like if you're up to 14 days at that point, you would just grab like, you would use 65-minute charts and do your basically 2-week SIGs. Right now on SPY, you can do monthly SIG levels, which I have on my chart up here, monthly second SIG, monthly third SIG. And then down here at the bottom, monthly first SIG. I might have deleted the monthly second and third SIGs, but whatever. You can do, I think it's a 4-month range that you can use right now on SPY for monthly SIG levels. You're asking a new support level? Like, this is what I would be watching for a bounce. Um, Question is, what made me bearish? Uh, if we go 30 minutes, and I'm not like super bearish, we're in a 5-day range. There's a chance that they bounce right here, which is what's been happening, right? I just think we're going to pull down to this area. So I want to catch that move at the open, right? Or if possible at the open. Um, so I'm pretty sure they're going to come back to here and they either just chop and then bounce, or they come back to here and bounce, come back to here, chop, and then drop lower. And then here I would expect them to basically just V-shape recovery from there. So I'm not like bearish, you know, like we're going to have some massive sell-off tomorrow. I just think the initial move is going to be to the downside before we go back up. So hopefully that answers your question. But right now, if you just look at the range for the last 5 days, I mean, this is where we're trading. And right now, POCs at the bottom kind of just looks like we should get a pullback to this range before we go higher. Yes. Yeah, I mean, these levels don't change based on what happens overnight. If we open here, I would be looking for calls. Yeah, 100%. Okay. Navy Rocks, thank you. Navy Rocks, TOS. If you're using like volume profile on TOS and volume profile on TradingView, they both calculate differently. The candles are calculated differently. The levels will never match. So you'll never get the levels to match. So I would always focus. I mean, personally, I think TradingView gives you the best, like most realistic levels, and I would focus on those. When I used to trade on TOS, I would find my levels on TradingView, and then I would just copy those levels into TOS. What's the bottom? What bottom range? I don't know what you're asking. Sorry. Are you talking about this down here? Previous week POC, monthly first sig. Or August value area high? Or are you asking for the actual number? 563.52. August value area high, 564.26. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Depending on how tomorrow goes and how I'm feeling, I might just hop in Keenan's like after I'm done trading live, after I'm done trading for the day, and see if we can call out some reversals there. No guarantees. Maybe we'll just go live on YouTube. I don't know. Who knows? So why not? The level should match. There's no reason for them to not match. You want to make sure that you're paying for live data. If you have live data, then you need to make sure you're charting on regular trading hours. And if you're charting on regular trading hours, you have to make sure that you have adjust for dividends turned off. So like you can see my value area low right now. 566.63. If I turn this on, well, it didn't move, but sometimes they do. But you want to make sure that's turned off on regular trading hours. If I turn this on extended, then my levels should definitely move. They shifted just slightly, but enough that, your levels wouldn't match mine. But those are the keys: live data, regular trading hours, and adjust for dividends turned off. All right. And then I should just add, like, love it or hate it, I'll always be calling out scammers. So if you guys don't like it, sorry, but it's basically my way of trying to point out to, like, newer traders, like, who to, like, what to watch for when people are trying to sell you, snake oil. Yeah, TPO value area high and value area low is going to be different than volume profile. But yeah, you can use TPO value area high, value area low, volume profile, or I'm sorry, you can use TPO value area high, value area low, POC. I do use it sometimes. It's kind of hard to explain, but, like, if I turn on TPO, a lot of times I will use the TPO POC for where I'm looking to exit a trade. So, like, let's just say right now we have a poor low on SPY, which means we would expect SPY to pull back a little bit. So maybe it's this TPO value area low here would be the area that we're looking for a bounce. But a lot of times, like, if I have a TPO, POC, like, somewhere in this range, or even whatever, a little bit lower, that's kind of where I expect to see a bounce. I remember, I don't know, it was a few weeks ago, like, we had a poor high on SPY, and I said, oh, we're probably going to push up to this level. And to most people, they're probably just like, dude, that's a level in space. There's nothing there. And then we're going to reject. And it was a TPO POC that was just slightly above the poor high. And we were just like a few cents off on the reversal. So SPY it reversed, I want to say, like 3 cents below the level that I had called out. But so, yes, I do look at TPOs, value area highs, value area lows, and POCs, but I don't draw them on my chart. What I do is, like, I'll turn them on when I'm trading, and kind of just see where they are, if that makes sense. It is a double distribution B profile, but with the POC at the bottom. Almighty Beard Man, that is correct. I think the only issue, like, with me calling out is, I'm sure most people in the call right now know exactly who I'm talking about, and now that person started showing losses. So now they look like they're more realistic as far as, like, being a real trader. The funny thing is like, I've never actually, like, watched one of their videos on YouTube or their live trading videos, and I went and watched it today, and it was just like, dude, you're not saying anything. Like, you're literally not saying anything. Like, you can go, and I think we covered this, like, on Saturday. I remember I got bored with talking about it, but, like, I pulled up the actual chat from Keenan's Discord where I'm saying we're going to reverse here. This is where you buy puts. And then I say we're going to reverse here. This is where you buy calls. And we matched up the times from Discord where I called it out to the chart. And, like, you could see consistently time after time where I say that, we're getting reversals on the chart. I go and watch this dude's video today, and he's just like, this is the next reversal spot, but from here it also could go down to there, but it could go up to, and it's like, dude, I mean, anybody can go, oh, from here where we are right now, SPY's either coming here or it's coming here. Like, yeah, of course. And then most of the levels are like 20 cents apart. Dude, I could, my 3-month-old daughter could call out 20 point or 20 cent moves in both directions on SPY with no issues, right? You would never be wrong. And I guess that's how you be 100% trader, is you just call out 20 cent moves from where price currently is on SPY, and say it either goes up to this, up 20 cents here, or down 20 cents here. And then when it reaches that 20 cent point, it either goes up another 20 cents or down another 20 cents. And I guess if you're calling both sides and you're calling 20 cent moves, you'll just never be wrong, right? Yeah, it's pretty trash, Jack, but whatever. It is what it is. I mean, the silence part isn't a big deal. Like, when I trade live, I can be quiet for, whatever, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes because there's nothing to say. Like, when I trade live, I don't want to sit there just talking to myself. Like, if somebody's engaging with me and talking, then I'll talk. But if I'm the only person on the call talking and everybody else is just watching, like, I'm going to go quiet because I'm going to wait until my next trade to call something out. But yeah. That's a really loaded question. Why not? Would be very hard to answer. But no, I know I saw Almighty Beardman. It's hilarious. So he obviously saw what I said, and like I said, as soon as he probably saw my video, and as soon as I said that, he started showing losses. So he's flipped the script and is trying to make it look like he's an actual trader by showing wins and losses. And yes, I'm saying he's a fraud, 100%. And the only way that you will change my mind is by showing me your annual P&L. And then, yeah, that guy, Scott Dog. Yeah, so the only way that you could disprove it to me is by showing me your annual P&L, and that'll never happen because he won't be able to show it to us. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, the real point is what I talk about often is just be aware of who you're absorbing information from, and I don't know how to like quantify it, but just try to avoid the scammers. Like, you guys have no way of knowing whether or not I'm a scammer, other than I don't ask you guys for money, So like, what would be like my goal in doing this? If I, like, what's the scam if I'm not asking you guys to join, like my Discord or Patreon or whatever else, and I'm not asking for donations, I'm not asking for anything. Well, you probably want to unlearn whatever you learned, John Henry. Let's see. Yeah, that's the issue that I have, Scott Dog, is like, when you do something like $5 to $1 million, you're going to attract a lot of attention. And if you think about how easy that would be, like, so let's just say, let's use some fictitious, fictitious, I can't say the word, whatever, some fake numbers. Why can't I think of the word? That's so funny. That's exactly what I'm doing, Jack. I'm trying to steal all of your time, especially from your wives and kids. I want all of your time, and I'm stealing my time from my wife and my kids. So, let's use some numbers, right? So let's just say, my goal is to try to convince you guys that I'm going to turn $5 into $1,000,000, and I take a trade, and it's, I mean, at $5, like, you're either losing the entire $5 or you're getting lucky and you're making money. Especially with options. Like, I don't even know where you find like something you can buy for $5 that could make money without getting destroyed by theta. But regardless, I deposit $5 into my account, take a trade, it goes against me. So then I put another $5 in my account, take a trade, it goes against me, put another $5 in, and do this until I happen to like magically run it up 200% or whatever. And then I share the win, right? And I share my P&L for that trade. And then my next trade, so now I have like $200. I mean, I have $20, right? And so then I just do the same thing with $20 and just trade and redeposit or whatever I need to do until I spin that up 100% or whatever. And then I share the trade. And all the while, I've got a bunch of people believing my con that are paying like $50 to $200 a month for a Discord. Like, I can keep depositing 5, 20, 30, 40, whatever dollars, because I'm making money hand over foot from people buying my Discord thinking that they're going to turn $5 into $1,000,000. You bring any decent reputable trader into this chat right now and ask them the likelihood of turning $5 into $1 million, and they'll just laugh at you. Like, it's just not a realistic thing. Could it be done? Yes. But to do it, you would have to be like this amazing walk on water trader and also get very lucky. So just being a good trader alone, or being an amazing trader alone, being the best trader in the world, I don't know who that is, but let's just say with the best trader in the world deposits $5 and tries to turn it into $1 million, not only would he have to get like some good trades, he would have to get incredibly lucky. Now that same trader, if you ask them, hey, can you turn 1,000 into $1 million? That becomes more doable. Can you turn 5,000 into $1 million? Yes, way more doable. You have some room, for the variance. There's always going to be variance in trading. You can take 18 losses in a row. You could also get 18 wins in a row. Kind of just like rolling dice, like, you could hit 18 wins in a row on craps. You can also hit 18 losses in a row on craps. That's the law of probability, the law of averages. And so again, like, even if you brought the world's best trader into this chat and asked them $5 to $1 million, they'd be like, you would have to get so lucky. Because if you happen to, hit that downswing of 18 losses in a row, you're done. You're never going to make it. But if you're a consistently profitable trader where, you're using one risk to reward consistently, and you get an 18 loss downswing, it's not a big deal because you'll make it back. But you need like that buffer of cash to be able to do that. You can't do it with $5 or whatever, $100. I was in a Discord one time where they have, I don't know, it was like 6 to 9 people that were, what do they call them? Analysts. Which cracks me up because, like, you didn't go to school. You're not like a certified analyst. But anyway, there was like 6 to 9 people that were analysts in this Discord, and they did a challenge of $100 to $1,000, right? And so every single person that's an analyst in that Discord, they took their $100 and their goal was to turn it into 1,000. And call out every single trade that they took to get to that $1,000 mark. Anybody want to take a guess how many people made it to $1,000? It's probably, you guys are probably on a delay, but I'll just tell you, none of them made it. They all blew their accounts. Yeah. And so make you jealous of my beard? Dude, my beard is not that good, honestly. Like it's pretty scraggly and I have some patchy spots over here. I'm just an old biker. Um, Almighty Beardman, I don't trade calls or puts. Actually, I trade futures. So these videos that I do, like, is it literally just to try to help people out in the community, whatever. Trying to help out my YouTube community, make some money. Yeah, and you can turn 5 into 1 million at the casinos or with a lottery ticket. Exactly. You would need the exact same amount of luck that you would need with turning $5 into 1 million through trading to do it at the casino or with a lottery ticket. Yep, no room for error. Yeah, man, Ricardo, I've been around the block a little bit, you know. Um, but so anyway, I think the takeaway from the video is just be very careful who you're absorbing information from, because when we learn things, it's very hard to unlearn them. And there's a lot of BS out there. There's a lot of scammers out there. Some of the biggest traders on the internet, let's just say ICT, he's like the biggest scammer in the world. And then even his two like biggest traders are total scammers that have been proven to be scammers consistently over and over and over again. So yeah, just be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you're absorbing knowledge from. I don't want to like rant too much, but ICT, he's literally taken what is like other people's trading methods and renamed them to something else and kind of like made it his own and then sold a course on it. So basically he just stole other people's information and knowledge and then called it something different and sold courses on it. How do you become a crown trader? I think it's mostly like just having somebody like at Keenan and say, hey, like I think this person deserves crown trader. But I'm trying to think of like the best way to say what I'm going to say. I think it's too easy to be a crown trader. How's that? You don't have to be super knowledgeable or a good trader to be a crown trader. What's up, Darlek? How you doing, man? Almighty Beardman, the classes are pretty much always recorded. I say pretty much because sometimes I drop the ball. Johnny Henry, the only person I would recommend is Shorty. Almighty Beardman, if you're working nights, actually, I mean, that's better for trading, right? You can trade in the morning when you get off work. My mentor is Shorty. He's the man. So yeah, so I mean, live. He generally goes live to teach on Sundays in the morning. It's not like a set time. There's education that happens like in the Discord chat, but obviously you can always look back and read that. Like it doesn't have to be a set time. And then Shorty and I kind of just trade live. It's not like a specific time though. I try to get on at market open every day, but that doesn't always happen. Yeah, Almighty Beardman, if you want to get into futures, Shorty's Discord is a place to be. I'm sure there's people in the chat right now that can speak on that. For me, it's like I don't want to like pump it up too much or talk too much or whatever, but I think it's way better to hear from other people that are in the Discord. But between me and Shorty, we've created a lot of now like very profitable traders that are consistent, that are pro traders. Traveling investor. I don't really know like what you're asking, but yeah, the entire purpose of the Discord is education. So like we go live and we trade live and we call out trades, and that's like a whatever you can call it, a bonus or whatever. But realistically, like we're not looking to have people follow our trades. We want people to learn how to do it on their own. Because I guarantee you, I'm not going to be trading live, like my whole life. And when I go away and when Shorty goes away, like you want to be able to fish on your own. I mean, yeah, the whole purpose is education. So of course we're trying to teach how to do it, right? So how to follow Shorty? I'll drop some stuff. Let's see. You won't find very much on him, but this is his Twitter. Other than like, I think he generally posts like trades he took or trades he's looking to take. But then, like, if you want to join the Discord, this is the place to do it. Where that's his Patreon. Yeah. I mean, to what you're saying, Almighty Beardman, like, I don't even know, like, anybody that was trading live with me today, like, if we go look at NQ, I'm trying to think of the exact level. I said, like, NQ is going to go to 121, and that's where we bounce. I mean, I called out, like, a lot, but we were in puts, or we were short on NQ. Let me go, where was it? Here? I'm so confused. Why am I really confused? Is this? Oh, this is current. I'm sorry. Okay. Where was it? Oh, it's way up here. I think it was this right here. I don't remember what time I stopped trading, but like, yeah, this has to be it. Sorry, I was like so confused for a minute. But so I had called out shorts up here somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. I also called out short right here. Let me just circle it. So I called out short when we were right there. And then I also called out short somewhere around here. I don't remember the exact level. And then I said we were going to 121, which would be where you switch to longs, right? I think I said we were going to 121, like, I don't know, somewhere around here. So we actually like pulled down, bounced, and then came down and finally hit 121. I remember it was very frustrating because it was like a pretty choppy day. But this was my price target for reversing to longs, and you can see it worked very well. And I was calling out levels, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm perfect, but all right, Scott Dog, see you later. I actually, the first trade I called out today was a losing trade. And then after that, like, I think every trade I called out was pretty spot on. 132. I think there was a lot of levels I called out. 142 was one of them. 132, 121. I don't remember all of them, but there was quite a few. But I had said, I think you're right. I was saying, like, if we lose 142, we're going to wherever 42 is. Or was it 132? I was saying lose 132. We go to 121. But yeah, I mean, we called out a lot. I don't even remember what my purpose was of talking about this. But, I think my purpose was, like, actually, I know what my purpose was now. When you're a good trader, and this is what's really, like, beneficial to, like, watching Shorty trade live, or I don't want to, like, I'm not Shorty and I'm not as good as Shorty, but when a good trader tells you, like, puts here, right, and your exit is here. Actually, when I first met Shorty, it used to drive me nuts, because he would say, like, oh, I'm short here and I'm going to close here. But he wouldn't say, I'm going to close and switch to long, right? And so then he would, like, you would be in puts with him from here to here and make money. And then when price gets to, like, about here, he would be like, so who's long with me? And it's like, dude, you never said anything about being long. And it's because for him, or even at this point for me, where I exit the trade is where the reversal is generally going to happen. So, like, in our head, we don't bother saying, like, enter here, close here, and then re-enter in the opposite direction where you close. For us, that's just an automatic, because, like, if we're exiting there, it's because we were expecting a reversal there. And so basically my point is if you had listened when this was called out, actually, like, I exited earlier. I don't remember what my price target was on this initial short. I think it was like 48 or something like that. It might have been 40. Actually, no, 46. Somewhere around here, whatever. And then we got back into puts here. And then this was the price target, and that's where you would switch to long, right? So the point is there's more to the Discord than just, like, learning from a pro trader. It's watching it done live and seeing how quickly they switch from one direction to the other is wild. Yeah, pre-market's a little bit harder when you trade options. That's why I trade futures. I can trade whenever I want. Like, I was short here today. Why was I short here? Because these wicks here. And then August value area high, previous day value area low. If you wanted to be safer on this trade, you wait for it to wick above and then come back below the August value area high, and that's where you would take short or take puts. I'll never understand why people trade options versus futures. There's a ton of reasons to trade futures, and I can't think of a single reason to trade options over futures. Maybe somebody has one. I'll drop a video for you guys. I shared it in Keenan's earlier, but it's why to trade futures over options. And it's always weird to me, like, when I talk about this, people tell me, like, oh, I want to master options first. Like, why? What's that going to do? Grabbing the link for you guys. Sorry. Well, they're a lot easier than options. And the only reason it would seem confusing is because you just haven't learned it, and it's not hard to learn. Almighty Beardman, I don't really have an answer for you because every broker is different. I would recommend watching the video I just posted, and I would recommend going with a prop firm, because then you don't have to worry about your what's it called? Why can't I word? With prop firms, you don't have to worry about your margin and all that stuff. But generally, like I think on average for micros, it's like $50 for ES and $50 for NQ, and then $500 for like ES minis and NQ minis. Yeah, margin. But yeah, if you just watch the video I just linked, I explain the benefits of trading futures, and I explain basically what you need to know about trading futures. And then I also link a prop firm and drop my affiliate code, I think it is, that'll get you like an 80% discount. So you can get like a $50,000 funded account for like $36, I think it is. So yeah. Maybe we should do a class on futures soon. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. If you guys want a class on futures after I end this video, reply to the video saying that you want a class on futures, and then I'll hook it up. Oh, I should add something that's really funny I forgot to mention earlier as far as calling out scammers. Most of my videos get like 100% like. You can like or dislike a video. Generally, like all of them are 100%. And when I call out scammers, like I have one or two people that consistently dislike the video. And I'm like, yeah, I see you. It's all good. Freaking hilarious. Like, make yourself look stupid. Scammers, you can keep disliking my video because we dislike you. Well, traveling investor, like I said, if you want it after I finish this video, just reply or post on the comments on the video saying that you want it, and if there's enough interest, I'll do it. That's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to call it here. I think I'm just kind of rambling on at this point, and there's not really questions or anything. I don't have anything left to say. Hopefully everybody's established on this channel. We hate Robinhood and we hate scammers. And I'll just leave it at that. Like always, everybody, much love, much respect. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you on the next one, okay? Much love. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye.